What's good, y'all? We're back. We're a couple days away here as the time we're recording, about 3 or 4 days until the football season officially starts. I know I'm pumped. So yeah, for this week, this is gonna be content that you're gonna see from us regularly once the season kicks off. We're gonna be doing pick'ems for every single game. This is not. We don't like to consider ourselves casual, so we shall be watching most of these games. So yeah, we're just going to give our betting advice, put our betting hats on a little bit, and pick who we think is going to win all of these matchups. So, yeah, let's kick it off. Let's kick it off with the Thursday nighter. So, we're going to start with the Lions at the Chiefs. I'll start off. I had the Chiefs. And, by the way, the line is Chiefs -5. I picked the Chiefs. Even with the news that came out that Travis Kelce might not play, we'll see what happens. But still, give me the Chiefs in the home opener.
Yeah, I agree. If you are going to bet this, I think -5, you're better off just taking the spread than ever trying to just put straight money on it or parlay it. Even with not having Kelce, like you said, like it's Patrick Mahomes. As much as I hate to say it, it's Patrick Mahomes. This is the reigning defending champs, and I don't see Detroit really going to be able to keep up with them all game.
For me, again, I think it kind of comes down to the Lions' expectations kind of being higher than they thought were going to be. So I think it might take them back a little this first week. You're going back into the reigning champs' house. Arrowhead's not an easy place to play. Some things to keep an eye on is if Chris Jones does come back and play this game, that could be huge for the Lions. Rushing the ball, best defensive tackle in the league, arguably. So again, I'm going to go Chiefs money line, but I wouldn't take the points.
Y'all said it most, taking the Chiefs. Okay, I'll win.
Kyler and Nate, you can take this one.
You take Nate.
So the next game is Cincinnati at Cleveland. I have Cincinnati taking this. I know that's very biased, but just on paper, right now, I don't believe Denzel Ward will be playing for the Browns, which that's big. Guarding 3 elite receivers, that's going to be tough. This all comes down to it's not even really reported if Joe Burrow is ready for week 1. I'm going to assume that he is, though. But if there really is a team that's going to knock us off, I mean, I definitely could see it being Cleveland. I mean, Burrow hasn't really been able to get over the hump of beating Cleveland. So this is if he does play, which I think he will, this is a very, very big game.
Yeah, I'm going to, also with my pick, it's going to be a little biased, but there's a little bit more stats behind it. I'm going to pick the Browns coming out winning week 1 against the Bengals. I think it's just kind of like you just said. I think the Browns are 3-1 against Joe Burrow right now or something like that. I'm not saying that we owe Joey B, but it just kind of just says that the Browns are a tough team for him. And I think coming out week 1 with the upgraded defense for the Browns under a new defensive coordinator, I just see the Browns pulling away, at least for the week 1 game. But I will say later in the season, I think you guys catch us back.
Yeah, I think it is a split, honestly, for the season. So to me, it's going to be the home team wins. And I think this is going to be a really good defining matchup to see what this Bengals offensive line is really made of, with Zadarius Smith and Myles Garrett and the blitzers coming off the edge. So we're going to see how tough and how solidified they really are, because we know that's been a big question in the past couple of years. So we'll see if that solidifies up. But give me the Browns. And I think this is a good money line part if you want to throw this in any parlay. So
I'm also going Browns here. Sorry. I just like Deshaun Watson in this offense being able to go through a full training camp. They've had the Bengals numbers the past couple years, address the defense's needs. So we don't know Joe Burrow's health coming into week 1, like you said. So I'm going Browns here.
And also might be a little scary if Joe Burrow did come back week 1 against the Browns, just because of the pass rush alone.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he couldn't handle it by any means, but I'm just saying you throw Myles Garrett and Zadarius Smith on, he's not really coming off a big injury, but he's still a little injured. It's kind of concerning coming off of that.
Yeah, but that's why you also go and pay all these offensive linemen.
I 100% agree. Like I said, I think this is going to be one of the best games to watch for week 1 for sure.
Yeah. If I had to rank them, this is definitely up there for me. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, we'll go to one of the games that I'll sadly be watching, but most people won't. Buccaneers are traveling to play the Vikings. I took the Vikings. They are -6. I could see us winning by 3 or something like that. I really don't have high hopes for this first game. I think we got a lot of young players that probably have butterflies, but I think you could see a good. I'm not a big Baker guy, so I think you could see a good 1-2 pick, swings the whole momentum of the game, and Vikings pull this one out for sure.
I'm going to go Vikings here as well. I think they have too much offensive firepower. There's too many questions with the Buccaneers at quarterback, and their weapons are getting old. We don't know what Rashad White's going to be. So give me the Vikings on this one.
Yeah, no, I agree. We just heard reports that Mike Evans might not even be playing here for the Buccaneers this season. So we'll see what happens with that. But week 1, Buccaneers under new quarterback, new scheme. I'm going to take Vikings right now with just a proven offense. So that's pretty easy pick.
Yeah, I don't really have too much to add on to. I'm like you said, I'm not really a big believer in Baker Mayfield either. And then we'll get to it later, but I actually have this parlayed in something, so Minnesota money line for sure.
Yeah, and I think the one thing I did want to add is I think the Baker thing. He's like everybody loves him. Like he'll have such a good career in the box one day, like being an announcer, stuff like that. Like he's such a good media guy. But I feel like if he didn't have that Thursday night football game last year, where he had that courageous comeback, we might not even see him have an opportunity. Like that was crazy that one game can literally get you a starting job. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, somebody wants to take the next game.
I got it. So next is one of the games I think could be one of the best games of the week with the 49ers and the Steelers. I'm going to actually go Steelers on this one. Think 49ers kind of got a lot of attention during training camp with the quarterback situation. We don't know if Brock Purdy's fully healthy. I like everything the Steelers did on this offseason. This is one of those games I think the Steelers have to come out and kind of define who they will be this season, and I think they're going to show everyone they mean business this year.
You know, I'm just going to double take with you, James. I actually have the Steelers winning this game for week 1 against the 49ers. Don't get me wrong, I think the 49ers, I'm not hating on the Steelers, but I do think the 49ers are a better team. But I think they're, like you said, questions at quarterback week 1. How would he perform coming off an injury? And I think Kenny Pickett does take a step this year. So I think if the Steelers can come out week 1 showing that firepower, like you said, it could set them up for the whole season. So I got him week 1 winning.
Can I add something real quick? Another thing I was thinking about earlier was how the 49ers last year dropped the first game to the Bears. I don't know if you guys remember that game. And everyone was like, are the Bears good or are the 49ers bad? The 49ers started off the season last year, I think, like 3-3.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, kind of predict the same thing going into this year. So, that's just something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, it was that monsoon game last year where Justin Fields slid into the end zone, if you remember.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
Drenching all game.
Yeah. But I got the Steelers. This is another really good opportunity for a little money line to add to your parlay. Nick Bosa, he's up in the air if he's going to play. Might hold out for a couple weeks, maybe miss week 1. But I think this is a really good statement win for the Steelers. Like I feel like Mike Tomlin, if anybody takes the week 1 the most serious, it would be him. Like they always come out and play real tough week 1. I can't remember who they played last year. Was it the Browns? I can't remember, but somebody they lost, but they played real tough. So
I think it was the Bills. I want to say it's the Bills.
Yeah, it was something real tough. But what do you got, Nate?
I also have the Steelers.
Clean sweep.
Yeah. I just think as much as it's like, a prove-it year for Kenny Pickett, whether he's a franchise quarterback or not, I would take Kenny Pickett all day over Brock Purdy. The 49ers have an overall better roster, but it's the Steelers. I hate to say that, but
they're a hard team.
It's Mike Tomlin, and I just don't see how they don't get it done. But it could be a really close game.
Yeah. So, can I take the next one, Kai?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take the next one. We have the matchup between the Falcons and the Panthers. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna put the Falcons winning this game. I think they're playing at home. They have a second-year quarterback, so he has a little bit more time under that offense. Has some new pieces on defense. And I think Bryce Young. I know I said some crazy stuff about him last week. We're not predicting all that, but I think he's just gonna have a little bit more of a. I could see like maybe a first half struggle for Bryce Young. Maybe just getting his feet wet into the NFL. I just really like the Falcons, and I just actually named Bijan Robinson running back 1 today, so just kind of excited for that. So I'm gonna take the Falcons beating the Panthers here.
Yeah, I have the Falcons as well. I don't like betting on a rookie QB for the first 3 weeks at least. So I think that the Falcons are gonna, no shots fired, James, but they're gonna run the ball over him. So
No shots fired. Not in Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Atlanta too. A few weeks ago I was higher on the Panthers, but I just think from an overall roster and quarterback position, like Atlanta's more experienced. So I'm just gonna take experience week 1.
I can see a shootout though.
Yeah.
I'm also going Atlanta here. Kind of how Dom said. Don't like rookie QB coming out. I didn't really like what I saw with Bryce Young in the preseason. So, give me the birds of Atlanta. Sadly,
We got another stinker game here. Texans are at the Ravens. So the line is -10. That's a lot of points. But, yeah, give me the Ravens. Maybe even the cover. I just think it's going to be, once again, another team that comes out and plays week 1 very strong and takes it very serious. So, yeah, give me the Ravens. Maybe you're winning the points.
Yeah, there's not much to say on this one. Easy Ravens money line on this one.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I could see this game being Ravens 31, the Texans 7 points.
Right.
Like, it's just, as much as we're high on CJ Stroud, it's just, like you said, I wouldn't even touch rookie quarterbacks until at least the first couple weeks, and going against the Baltimore defense, like,
Right.
yeah, he's going to be under pressure all game.
Yeah.
see, I would bet the Ravens the first couple weeks until they lose their whole starting roster. So coming into week 1, rightfully so, they're heavy favorites because no one's injured. So give me the Ravens here.
Yep.
No, I'll take this next one. So we got the Jags at the Colts. I think you guys got the spread on this game. I think it was 5.5.
It's 5.
5. So I like the Jags with the spread here.
And
Again, as we said before, with the rookie quarterback, Jags showed us, I think, the team that they're going to be this year. I expect an MVP type season for Lawrence. So I think they get started early against the Colts.
yeah, this is definitely a hammer to spread here. I didn't see the spread until you just mentioned it, but -4.5 is way too low for the Colts week 1. I just think the Jaguars were good last year. They're even better now. I'm slamming the spread here for sure for the Jaguars.
Jags.
Yeah. Rookie quarterback, no JT, bad offensive line, terrible roster. Jags all day.
Titans are going to the Saints, so I think this is actually a sneaky, fun game to watch. See what both teams have. So the line is Saints -3. Give me the Saints. I am kind of a Vrabel believer and all that, but Saints at home are a different team every year. They play good at home. They're one of the best home teams, so give me the Saints.
No, I agree. I think the Saints only got better. I think the Titans are going to be kind of show how bad they are, honestly, if I'm going to be honest about the Titans. I think the Saints blow away them. I can honestly even take a spread here. I really think the Saints smack them for week 1, for sure.
I'm going to take the Saints, but I'm going to take it kind of reluctantly because these are two teams that I genuinely, I have no idea how their seasons are about to go. Like, they could both make the playoffs or they could both be, right there in the middle. 12 to 18 picking in the draft. I don't know. I think New Orleans at home, that's just such a big advantage.
Yeah.
Give me Derek Carr.
Yeah, I think it's almost a pick 'em if it's not Saints at home. It's almost a pick 'em. So
Yeah, I'm kind of split between the two. But like you guys said, Saints at home, I don't know. I don't like put my money on QBs in the first week with a new team. I really don't. But the Titans are struggling with quarterback situations and just their roster's getting old, man. They love signing old people. So give me the Saints, like you said, reluctantly.
Yeah.
I think this might be our last poop factor game because this is absolutely horrible. But Cardinals are traveling to the Commanders. Commanders, are -7. Yeah, give me the Commanders. I mean, there's not much to say, but shoot, maybe even give me the points. I mean, this is a sneaky one that I'll probably be looking at until right before the kickoff. So, yeah, give me the Commanders.
Yeah, I agree. I actually had this one in a parlay. Commanders are obviously winning this game against the Cardinals because it might be questionable because they have definitely a competitive advantage with their week 1 quarterback being unknown. So we have to see. No, Commanders all the way. And I actually put them, their over-under points is 38.5. So I'm slamming the under on this 100%.
Yeah.
I think the Cardinals score under 10 points. And I think Sam Howell will definitely come out pretty strong, I think. But there's no way he's racking over 30 points himself week 1. So, yeah, we're slamming the under on points here as well.
I'm going to go same as you, taking the Commanders. But I wouldn't be surprised if Cardinals just kind of come out and keep this game a little close, though.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like there's a lot of people that doubt, and I feel like every time I watch football, I'm like, dude, how is this team keeping it close against that team?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you never know. These are grown men playing the professional, so I wouldn't take the spread, honestly. But give me the Commanders.
I'm with you. I wouldn't take the spread either.
I think it's a trap.
It's week 1. It is definitely a trap game for Washington. With that being said, I'll definitely take Washington. They're the overall better roster. I mean, Arizona's starting Colt McCoy, and it's 2023.
They dropped him.
Oh, who are they starting?
Josh Dobbs.
All right. Well, same point. 2023, and we got Josh Dobbs out there. I mean, just, you know, as much as we dogged on Sam Howell, especially me, I mean, you gotta be better than Josh Dobbs.
No, and they don't have an offensive line. Commanders have a great defensive line. I just don't see the Cardinals doing anything. Like, seriously, I don't see them. I'd be scared. I'd be surprised if they get a touchdown this game. I really do.
I'll take this next game. Las Vegas traveling to Denver. I'm going to take Denver. They're the home team. Last year, Russell Wilson, I don't think we will see this year. I think they are selling everything out for this season. I mean, just give me Denver.
I'm gonna say real quick. I was really leaning. This is one of those trap games. I really do feel like right here. I could see this almost as a pick 'em 50-50. Either the Broncos come out flat like they did last year, and then I think the Raiders easily win. But like you said, they sold everything, hoping for a good season this year. So I can also see them coming out strong. I would take the Broncos for right now, but honestly, if I'm giving you betting advice, I would avoid this game altogether.
Mile high.
Two guys, James.
You know what I got? I got the Broncos money line on this.
Get your Broncos off.
I said before, and I'll say it again, quarterbacks going into a new system like Jimmy G with the Raiders, something I would definitely avoid in these first couple weeks. I'm curious to see how Wilson does in Sean Payton's offense, but at least we know they can manage time now. So give me the Broncos at home and one of the toughest places to play.
Facts.
Yeah. Give me the Raiders. I think I'm turning into a Raiders fan. No, I'm just kidding, but it just feels like to me there's a lot of Broncos hype. Not that you guys are hyping them up, but some people are, based off the fact that how bad Nathaniel Hackett is on Hard Knocks. Like, he's bad on Hard Knocks. Like, I feel like he doesn't even coach. Like, I feel like he's just grab button with the players. Like,
I feel like he just is buddies.
He's just one of the homies. Like, that's what it is. Like, it's crazy seeing that and then being like, he was their head coach last year, so how can it get any worse? But I just think that the Raiders come out strong. I think that they prove a lot of people wrong they're going to prove a lot of people wrong and get their 7 wins over their 6. But, yeah, so I actually have this in my parlay. I know it's a stay away, but this is really good odds if you want to take the money line here. So
Just honestly, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Nate. No, I'm looking at this. I'm actually switching to the Raiders. I swear to God, I'm switching to the Raiders. I just think Max Crosby's going to be a problem. Jacob's going to be there. I think Jimmy G's not even a bad quarterback. He's a check down king.
Yeah.
I think Jacobs honestly is going to have
He's a game manager, though.
That's all we need for the Raiders. Devontae Adams is going to get open unless they have a certain and something doubling on him. But I'm switching. I'm sorry, Broncos. But I'm going back to the Raiders here. It might be a harder game, but I can see what Dom's saying.
I just don't trust the Raiders secondary.
yeah.
Their line, like their edges are top tier, but
Who's going to – they don't even got no receivers right now, though, the Broncos.
Yeah, they ain't got no Judy either.
they got 2 healthy running backs.
Yeah, but
They got their tight
What I
end.
was gonna say, I didn't mean to cut you off, but what I was gonna say is, how do you feel about Chandler Jones not essentially like really being on the team no more?
washed.
I just think
Chandler Jones
bad
washed.
president for the locker room. Not having one of your better players.
I mean, when you got a dude like Max Crosby in there, an ex-alcoholic, and the dude's got more tests than your freaking great granddad, yeah,
I'm tired of fire, though.
yeah, they're fired.
They're super short.
So that's all the culture we need, buddy.
I don't know.
That's what I'm gonna tell you.
If this game was at the Raider in Las Vegas, maybe I could see myself leaning that way.
Right.
But again, I think you guys are underestimating Mile High. We've seen it even in the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Come on.
I just think Russell's going to come out flat the more I think about it.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to picture it right now, and I can just easily see him
And his coach told him to stop kissing babies. He's not running for office.
Bronco country, left, right.
All right, on to the next one. I think this is a pretty good game. I think this will be sneakily pretty good. They're going to have a tribute for Tom Brady. We got the Eagles and Patriots in an old Super Bowl matchup that we had. Give me the Eagles -4. But I think this could be sneaky good just because of the whole atmosphere that's around this game. I mean, it's a lot of pressure going out there and, like, man, I got to put it on for the GOAT today. But, yeah, still give me the Eagles, though.
I don't know. It could be like the LeBron game this year.
Right? Yeah, LeBron version.
They just stop trying after
Yeah.
everything's presented. But I'm actually going to take the Eagles as well. I think it's just the most talented roster in the NFL. I mean, Belichick is Belichick, but give me the Eagles.
This is a game that, like, I think my heart's telling me to pick the Eagles. My mind's telling me to pick the Patriots. I think this is like a toss-up game.
Yeah.
Like you guys said, the atmosphere in Foxborough is electric. They got a squad coming in that, the Patriots hate the Eagles. From the Super Bowl loss to, Philadelphia is not that far from Boston, those East Coast teams. So give me the Eagles, but reluctantly.
We're smacking the Eagles here. You know what? It's Eagles all day. There's 22 different reasons why they will beat the Patriots because they're better in every spot. So we're going there.
Well, what a good way to, like, I picked them in a couple fantasy drafts, but what a good way to test out that Patriots defense and to face the best offense in the league. And we'll see. Be a good game. Somebody want to take this?
You should take this one. This is right up your alley.
All right, this is kind of my alley. It was kind of open. Packers at Bears. What do you guys think the line is if you haven't looked?
I'd say -1. It's about even.
No more than a field goal, I don't think.
Bears -1.
Yeah.
Look, yeah, Bears being -1. It's just shocking to me. I mean, this team won 4 games last year. And I don't know. Just to me, I'm hammering the Packers here. I might even throw an alternate line. Like, I might get a little frisky. Yeah, give me the Packers.
I'm going to take the Packers as well here. I'm on the Jordan Love train.
And J-Lo.
I'm a big Jay Field guy. I think he's gonna go off for 300 yards this game. He might throw a few touchdowns, but Packers week 1, even with J-Lo. I mean, if I am being honest, if I were to pick between the two,
Right.
who's gonna have a better season? It's Jordan Love.
So who you taking? You taking the Packers?
I'm taking the Packers. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm taking the Bears all day here, bro. It's all freaking day. I'm taking the Bears here. They're playing at home. They got better offense. I think it's not going to be MVP year for Fields, but I think it's going to be a breakout year for sure. I think this is going to be a surprising for a lot of people in the league who are hating on Justin Fields. I think he has some weapons now, improved the offense. I think you're going to come out strong week 1. I really do. I'm taking the Bears all day here. So, I'm not on the Jordan Love wave, though. So, that's just me.
We got a couple games left. I'm interested to see everybody's parlays after hearing all these matchup talks. But
I just want to say, like I said, even though I'm big on Jay Fields, if he were to win this game, I think that puts him at like 5-20 or 5-21, something like that.
Yeah.
So just looking at it from that perspective, you got to.
Are you talking about his record or his touchdown to interception ratio?
or his completions in general.
His record.
No, I'm just playing.
I'll take this next one. This is, to me, the best game this week. You got the Dolphins traveling to Chargers. I'm going to take the Dolphins here. I think they have a more continuity within their defense than the Chargers do. They have more explosive weapons. They might not have the better quarterback in this matchup, but I think we kind of saw how cohesive and how great this Dolphins team could be at parts last year. They've had a whole training camp to go through that, and Tua's looking good. He's looking stronger, tatted up. Give me the Dolphins here.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I think this is honestly going to be one of the most exciting games to watch week 1.
For sure.
It's going to be high-octane offenses. You have the Dolphins offense who have some of the fastest players in the NFL, and then the Chargers, how explosive they are. But I think even with them traveling to Los Angeles, I'm going to take the Dolphins as well.
Well, it's a home game. It's a home game for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're being real.
Any LA game, really.
Yeah, it's a home game for the Dolphins. So, yeah, give me the Dolphins, but I wouldn't bet this game. But
It's a what game for the Dolphins?
no, I'm
I
saying
think he's from LA.
I'm saying the Chargers don't have fans.
Oh, yeah, I like the Chargers.
Yeah, but you're not. You want to travel and
Yeah,
watch
you're
them.
right, you're right.
Nobody does, bro. Every game, we'll just watch the crowd, bro. It'll be like 70-30.
Dolphins, the Chargers.
Yes. This happens every year.
I feel like any team that plays in LA, it's like a neutral site. Like, that's just how I look at it. It's a neutral site game.
And even when they were in San Diego, like, not many fans did.
Yeah.
If you look back, not many. Really, there wasn't. There
I'm
was a lot
saying
of
for the
LT
Rams
supporters.
or the Chargers, it's
Yeah.
just like there's no fans that support football in that city.
Right.
And it's just like,
Yeah.
it's just like a game for celebrities to go to because it's a nice stadium.
Right.
You know how LA
Gimmick.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, looking at these on paper, this is definitely the hardest game to honestly bet on. I could see it go. It should dang near be a pick 'em because of how even it is.
Yeah.
My gut feeling is really telling me Dolphins though week 1, just because they have a really already proven good offense. But I really like what they picked up this year on defense. I think they have made some good moves, and the Chargers have Keenan Allen, which I think he's going to regress, and they have another rookie receiver. So just based off of the offense alone, what I seen last year, I'm going to take the Dolphins winning this game, week 1.
Yeah.
James, you should take this next game.
I'm good. I'll pass this off to someone else.
I got you. The next game is the Rams traveling to Seattle. I think we can fly through this one. Seattle, right?
Seattle.
It is.
-5.
I mean, even with the news, we just heard news today that Cooper Kupp is out, right?
Yeah. Well, the news was that he had a hamstring problem, right?
Yeah.
And then he had to see a specialist for a hamstring. So that's not good. He went all the way to Minnesota to see a specialist for a hamstring. So
A few days before week 1. Yeah.
I actually would have took the Rams here if Cooper Kupp was playing. I know that sounds crazy, but
white boy effect.
I mean, I like Stafford a lot still, but with him not playing, the weapons he had, his next best weapon is Higbee.
Yeah, but
Tutu Atwell.
Van Jefferson.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're pulling.
It's just like, and then past Aaron Donald, I couldn't name you a single player on their defense, really.
Right.
Yeah.
Everyone's gone from that Super Bowl run, so give me the Seahawks here.
Yeah, there's not much to talk about with me here. Seahawks did good last year. They got even better. We're just going to Seahawks all day on this.
Now, if we're going to talk about places that are tough to play, playing in Seattle is one of the toughest places.
So for this next one, we got Cowboys at Giants. It's going to be Sunday Night Football on NBC, so make sure you hit record on that one because it should be a good one. The last time we played the Cowboys last year, well, it didn't go so well, but I like our chances this year. You know, we've talked throughout this podcast about how the Giants address the needs in the offseason. I'm curious to see how the Cowboys kind of come out because I think they always come out so sluggish every year. But Daniel Jones under the bright lights, so it'll be interesting. But homer pick, give me the Giants here.
This one's a tough game again. Giants came out hot last year. Cowboys always come out slow. But I just think, it's such a tough line. Because I like the Giants. I've never been a hater of them. I've always hated the Cowboys, but can't disrespect them either. So it's like, what do you do? I don't know. Just based off of offensive firepower alone, I really do like the Cowboys in this game. But I also like I'm going to go with my gut feeling. This is a hard one to bet. I would avoid this game betting reasons, but I'm going to take the Cowboys. Not that I want them to, just what my gut's telling me at this exact moment. I'm going to pick Cowboys winning this game.
See, I'm the complete opposite. Like, my mind, my logical thinking is telling me the Cowboys, but my heart is telling me the Giants.
It's that Dable effect.
And I think I'm just going to have to go with my heart and take the Giants playing in New York. Like you said, the Cowboys always do kind of start off pretty sluggish. Even if they are a team that goes on to win 11-plus games or whatever, I don't see them starting off pretty hot this week one.
Yeah, I'll take the Cowboys reluctantly, since that's our word for today.
And
Yeah, I'll be interested to see, especially with Mike McCarthy calling plays again. Who knows how this game could go? So, like Kyler said, I wouldn't bet it, but sadly, give me the Cowboys.
I think we're on our last game for the schedule.
Yep.
And I'll take this one. It's a Monday night game.
Mm-hmm.
First Monday night game of the year. It's actually probably one of the best games of this week as well. New York Jets against the Buffalo Bills. And this is another one of them games where, dang man, it's gonna be a bloodbath for sure. I'm taking Jets all the way here though. I'm not gonna lie. I just think the overall better roster right now. I think Aaron Rodgers definitely has built some chemistry with that Jets organization. He's definitely the captain there. I think he's in a much improved offense than last year, unless he does get hurt or something. I really do feel like the Jets win this game. But the Bills are going to put up a fight for sure. It always goes, but I think the Jets got them on defense. So we'll see how this goes.
Give me the Bills. I think this is a really this is a good game for the Jets to start to see, like, what do we have with our offensive line? Because it looked like absolute dog water in preseason. Von Miller's not playing, but Bills always have a good pass rush, and we'll see how that pans out. But it's going to be a good game for sure. So give me the Bills by a nudge.
I'm going to take the Jets. I know that sounds like I'm a Buffalo hater, but I just think playing in New York, it's when it comes to week one, it is pretty safe to bet on the home teams.
Yeah.
Just because that really is a big advantage. Even if your team is going to be trash, there's going to be a packed stadium for week one. I think Buffalo kind of regresses this year from the top just the top spot in the AFC. So I'm just going to take the Jets.
I was going to say real quick, Nate, Buffalo is in New York, so it's not like, it's definitely not home, but it's not too much of a difference for them, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't think they ever consider themselves, like,
I mean,
the same.
yeah, they're definitely not on the Jets level type. When
Don't tell a New Yorker he's from upstate if he's not from upstate.
Yeah, exactly.
That's dangerous territory.
That's almost as never mind.
I'm gonna go Bills here. 4. I explain why. Shout out to the MetLife crew because they're about to tear down from the Giants game on Sunday night. Get ready for the Jets game on Monday night. A lot of people don't think about that, but new field, logos, everything. But I think it's just going to take a couple weeks for the Jets to get going, which sucks because they have probably the roughest 4 weeks to start. Yeah, they do. But watching the Jets and Giants in preseason, the Giants' second team was kind of putting the clamps on Aaron Rodgers, and I know he had that beautiful touchdown to Garrett Wilson. People are going to, get chubbed on that, but the reality of it is, it's preseason, man. We've watched Hard Knocks. There's a lot of things happening behind the scenes that a lot of people aren't addressing with the cohesive with the receivers, how the O-line is. We know their defense is solid. We know it's probably the best defense in the league going to be this year, but their offense still has question marks, and I think it's going to take a couple weeks to get that going.
Corey Davis retired. I don't know when we were naming Jets receivers the other day, but he retired officially.
He also
Crazy.
That is crazy.
All right. Well, that was all the games. So that was our pick'ems. We'll probably have it on TikTok and stuff, the results and everything. So check us out on that. But the last thing we wanted to do this week is we all kind of had a little parlay that we threw together. I'll start with mine. Mine's Jags money line, Seahawks money line, Packers money line, and Raiders money line. So that is plus 900. So yeah, take it as you will.
Plus 900.
Yeah.
Go for a money shot.
Fire it away.
$1 million picks, I guess.
All right, well, I'll just go. So I actually put 2 parlays. I'll just get into my first one, and then we can just loop back around. The odds are a little bit lower. This is more of a conservative bet, but if you're trying to make money, I mean, you should take this. So we have Minnesota money line, Jacksonville money line, Denver money line, and then Baltimore money line as well.
What's the odds?
Plus 265.
All right, so pay for your McDonald's.
Okay, so they kind of have Nate had more conservative. I'm gonna actually almost double the odds for Dom. This is just gonna be a Thursday night game only. Kind of
Parlay.
Just get you guys going for Thursday. A little same game parlay for the boys. I got surprisingly a Rashee Rice touchdown.
Okay.
I actually locked this in before the Travis Kelce news, but the odds haven't really changed much. I think anytime you're betting on the Chiefs, any person at any point can catch a touchdown pass. They haven't learned that enough. So the odds are always going to be there. Don't ask Kyler about Sky Moore. But, yeah. So first leg, Rashee Rice, anytime touchdown score. Jahmyr Gibbs over 30 receiving yards. And David Montgomery under 49.5 rushing yards. And that's going to be plus 1734.
Wow.
Spicy. I'm coming in with the straight lock for the boys. If there's anyone betting, throw as much money you win on there, you're going to win this bet. Because this is definitely one of my favorite parlays I think I've ever made. It's only 4 legs. It's a plus 600. So good value there. And I'll get into it real quick. First thing we're going to start with, I think I mentioned it earlier, we're going to go the under for the Cardinals and Commanders. That game's going to be very one-sided. They're not going to drop more than 30. Cardinals are not going to drop more than 10. It's easy. That's an under all day. We got the Eagles money line smacking the Patriots. Easy. We actually have a Browns spread of a plus 7.5. I think the Browns win this game. But just to be safe, we're going to put a 7.5 because it's going to be close regardless. And then we're going to end it with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Take their spread minus 4.5. They're going to smack the Colts. And there we got 4-legger for a plus 600. And I would throw 50 on it right now just so we can do this live.
Done. I was just saying it.
Lock it in.
Nate's got one more.
Yeah, I got one more. So this one, since you're talking about McDonald's money, this one,
No, we're left right now.
the total is plus 12.28, so that's
Okay.
12 times your money. We have Baltimore spread, which is -10. We have the under 41 points in the Pittsburgh and San Fran game. Under 45 in the New England and Philly game. And then Washington to win by 7 points. So
I like that.
2 spreads, 2 unders. I think Pittsburgh and San Fran, just their offenses aren't. I don't think they're going to score that many points.
And defense.
Two tough defenses.
And then Philly and New England, like even if Philly goes off for points, like is New England really going to keep up with that? And if it doesn't go like that, then it's going to be like a 2 touchdown each team game, you know?
Yeah.
So,
2 great defenses.
Yeah.
All 4 of those teams have great defenses, so
Yeah.
I like those unders.
Yeah. Yeah, if you bet our parlays and hit us back, we accept 10% of that value back. So we'll leave our Cash Apps and Venmos in the description. But yeah, check us out on TikTok, like and subscribe, share this episode, please, and check back with us each and every week as we're gonna be diving into the NFL and the NBA season's right upon us. And yeah, peace.
Peace.